What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sarah from Sarah Styles here. Today I am looking at offer to likes on Poshmark. I am going to be digging deep into the data to show you strategies that will work for you. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for joining. If you are new here, I am a reseller on multiple different platforms. I buy things from thrift stores and flip them for profit on eBay, Poshmark, various different platforms. I also do data analytics. My channel is dedicated and my Instagram are dedicated to data analytics to help you reach your goals, whatever goals those are, looking at your data to hit your maximum profit. I have 2 analytical dashboards that help support you. To purchase those, it is down below with a discount code off of them on my Etsy shop. Today though, I am looking at, and make sure to subscribe if you like content like this. Give me a big thumbs up on the way out if you also like content like this so I know what content to provide on this. Leave comments down below as well. I love chatting with the community and connecting with the community. Any questions that you have as well. Today I am looking at look at my shirt. It just caught my eye. How amazing is that? It's totally me. I have a friend who got a Cricut machine for Christmas, and so I was like, oh, you have to make me this shirt, and she did. And this is a thrifted shirt that she put it on, so it is like totally right up my alley. Anyway, today I am looking at offer to likes. I'm going to preface this with there are 2 types of sellers. I mean, there's various different types of sellers, but you can either sell lots of items at a low cost or at a low average sale price, right? So if you're trying to get to $2,000, you can sell 200 items at $10, or you can sell high price items, a high average sale price, but not sell as many. So you can get to the same $2,000 if you were to sell $200 items but only sell 10 of them, right? And if you have the dashboard, there's a simulator in there and you can put your goal number in and it'll calculate all of this for you to kind of tell you what you need to do to get to that number. But based off of that will help you decide kind of what strategy is going to work for you after we look at the data. I will follow that up with my recommendations and what I will be doing as well. So I'm going to start the video with looking at, if you have the dashboard, you have access to my user group, and in the user group we do a monthly group deep dive where I send out a survey. People give me their data anonymously. They give me their data and I do a group analysis, because the bigger sample you have, the better you can tell kind of a picture of what's going on. And so I do a group analysis to look at various different things. And what we did last month was offer to likes. So I'm going to show you just a little bit of the analysis that we did. The complete full analysis will be in the Facebook user group. If you are a dashboard user, it'll be up there. I will be presenting it in our monthly live and learn Zoom call. So if you have the dashboard, I also do a live and learn Zoom call where we talk about the data and we connect via a Zoom call, and I present the data in there as well. So that'll be in there. It's a recording as well if you can't make that call. Today, for the purpose of this video, I'm just showing a little snapshot of it, not the full analysis, because that's a benefit of being a dashboard user. And then after that, I will show you different strategies that I tried, show you my data and how I decide what is the best strategy for me so that you can decide what works for you. So let's dig into the data. All right, so here is the data. This is just part of that deep dive that I was telling you about, but I wanted to talk a little bit about it. So this chart, we are looking at, of the sample data that I took, their average sale price versus their offer to likes percentage of their total sales for the given month. So down here on the bottom, the higher you get in percentage of offer to likes that you're making as a total percent of your sales, your average sale price is going down. Now, this isn't necessarily good or bad, but it's seeing the trends that are working so that you can decide what offer to like strategy works for you. So, and I will say for this as well, the majority of people are sending out offers quickly. So, you know, like within 10 to 15 minutes, even maybe once a day, right? And so if you are an higher price item, if there's a higher price item, you are more likely, if it's $10, to be like, meh, I'll spend $10. You know, someone sends me an offer, okay, cool. Like an impulse buy of $10. Higher price items, people aren't necessarily going to impulse buy. And that makes sense, but it's showing us in the data, right? And so these higher price, average sale price, less percent of total sales if you have a higher average sale price. So this is where you can look at your strategy and say, do I have a higher price? Am I going for a higher average sale price? Is my inventory higher average sale price? Cool. What strategy is going to work based off of this? Maybe not sending out as many offer to likes, connecting with people one-on-one and talking to them about the item, more of like a boutique experience than just these quick snapshots of offer to likes. And if you have lower inventory, your average sale price is lower, then maybe sending out these impulsive buys is what's going to work better for you. So that's the first one that I wanted to show. That is a group analysis. This is based off of my data. Every chart that I'm showing you from here on out is from the dashboard, from my dashboard. I import data into my dashboard. It is a quick copy and paste from the PoshMark Sales Report and the PoshMark Inventory Reports. You copy and paste it and all of this data populates. So what I did is I tried different strategies and what is working for me. There's a lot of stuff out there. Hey, if you do it 10 to 15 minutes, this works. Hey, I do it once a week. I mean, lots of different things, and different things work for different people. This is where I want to see what is working for me and what I want to show you so you can figure out what is working for you, because your data is going to look different than mine. So I did a month where I sent out offers 10 to 15 minutes apart. And I want to say from a data analysis perspective too, just to make sure that this is as apples to apples as possible, every snapshot that I'm looking at, my revenue was within 10, I think it was like 7%. It was between 5 and 10% of each other. So I'm looking at different months with different strategies, but that I was also making the same amount of revenue, so that I'm looking at apples to apples. So over here, 1 month, I sent out offers 10 to 15 minutes after every time I got a like. And what happened? So 9.3% of my sales came from offer to likes. However, if you come down here and look at my average sale price, it was $29. Which is a high average sale price compared to some things, but for me, that's actually lower. My average sale price tends to be between like 35 and 40. Sometimes as high as 50, depending on if I have a lot of old inventory. But $29 is lower for me, especially if you come over here, you can see when I start sending it out 1 time a day. So I would send out an offer to a like one time a day. So every heart that I got that day, I would send out an offer at the end of the day. And what happened there? My offer to like, the percentage of offer to likes went down. So I wasn't making as many sales from that. However, my average sale price was higher. And so this is telling me that if I'm an average sale price seller, I might be changing my strategy a little bit with the crisis that's going on, because I don't think people are spending as much money. But when I was doing this, I am trying to increase my average sale price. I am aiming for a high average sale price. I am not aiming for quantity of sales. And so for me, having lower average sale price, having lower offer to likes was okay, because my average sale price was actually increasing, if that makes sense. And I was having more time in the day. When I'm only sending it out at the very end of the day, I have more time in my day to be doing other activities, whether that is other reselling activities or other activities just to be with my family. So those are the 2 different things that I did, and the difference in it. One is not better than the other. For me, the 1 time a day is better. But if you are a quantity seller, 10 to 15 minutes, you're getting a lower average sale price, but you're getting more people accepting that offer to liker, right? And that goes back to this chart, where you are getting more offer to likers, more percentage of people are accepting it if your items are a lower price. So from here, I did one more strategy, and I started sending it out once a week on Fridays. I wanted to see what happened if I was sending it out less frequently. I picked Fridays because Friday tends to be a payday for most people, and then it also leads into the weekend, where for e-commerce, weekends tend to be where people are spending. That's not always the case I have not found that's always the case for me. Summer kind of gets wonky in there. But in general, e-commerce on the weekends is busier. Friday is a payday. And then if I do it, so I was doing it mostly on Friday nights. And if they didn't get it Friday night, they would wake up to it on Saturday. So what happened here, I got a lot of offer to likes. And my average sale price, while it wasn't that $35, it was higher than when I was sending it out right away. And what happened here for me is it gives people time to on the higher price items, it gives people time to think, right? So I'm still sending out the lower price items, and I got some of those as well. Not necessarily the impulsive buy, but for the higher price items, people want time to think about it. If I'm going to buy $100 Coach purse, I'm not likely going to go in and impulsively buy it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to heart it. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to look at my budget. I'm going to wait until I get paid, all of that type of things. And so if I can let them have a little bit of time to think about it and then send out an offer, I was getting more offers accepted. My sales, that was the biggest percent that I had when I was doing it once a week, and it wasn't hurting my average sale price as much. So, all right, so based off of this data, what does it all mean, right? If you are an average sale price seller, if your inventory is high-end items, if you want to reference back, I did a video based off of what the Poshmark seller kind of looks like. Average sale price typically between like 25 and lower. So what most people on Poshmark are kind of that lower mall brand type people. If that's your inventory, that's great. Like there's nothing, everyone has something different that works. If that's your inventory, sending out these offers quickly, the impulsing buying probably is a good strategy for you. Try it out. Look at your data, compare the different strategies. When you're doing it, I recommend trying a different strategy for 1 to 3 months, depending on how active you are and how much data you have, to see if it's working for you. If you're going to do it and you're like, I don't know what this means, can you help me? Absolutely. Hit me up in the Facebook user group or on Instagram here as well. I can help you. But try it out. See what is working for you. If you're a quantity seller, I would try the strategy of sending out offers more frequently, because the data is showing that people are impulsing buying. You're getting more offer to likes accepted if you have a lower average sale price. If you have higher end inventory, you have higher average sale prices. Giving people time to think about it and then sending out an offer, right? Think about how you shop. And if it's something higher, I really want to think about it. And I've thought about it. And then I got an offer and I'm like, okay, I've been thinking about this. This is a good offer. Cool. I'll accept it, right? But if I go in and like it and then they send me an offer right away, I haven't had time to really decide if I want it, right? And so if you are aiming more to a high average sale price inventory, then give people time to think about it. You don't have to do my Friday strategy. That's just what I did. Try different strategies, but maybe on the higher price sellers or inventory, you wait a little bit. What am I going to do with this information? I am going to continue to do offer to likes on Fridays. I think that is helpful. However, I am going to go through and keep an eye on my offer to likes right away. And if it is a lower average sale price, I am going to send out an offer right away. And I say right away, I'm a mom of 3 kids. So it's not always like that 10 to 15 minute window, but not necessarily wait as long. And I am going to try and get those impulse buys on the lower average sale price. So that's my analysis for the day. I wanted to show you the data. Instead of saying, here's something that works for me, your data is not the same as mine. Your inventory is not the same as mine. Your time commitment, everything is different. But here is the data. Here are strategies with the data. I showed you how to look at the data so then you can do your strategies and look at your data to see what works for you so that you can hit those monetary goals that you have. So thanks for joining me. Make sure to subscribe if you like content like this and give a little heart. I am doing a series of live panel videos because I don't know everything, and I think we can learn so much from talking to the community. So make sure to hit that bell and check out the live videos. Join in on the conversation if you can. When we're having the live, you can comment and we can talk and chat if you have questions. I'm doing, I have an eBay one. Depending on when this video actually comes out, I either did an eBay or have an eBay one coming up. And you can watch the recording as well. I have a cleaning one coming up. I have lots of really cool ones as well. If there are live videos that you would like to see, leave comments down below so I can join those. If you want to be on a live, send me a DM on Instagram and we will get it set up. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy out there in whatever capacity you feel comfortable for, and that your sales are doing great. So have a good day.